Yo, Drake must be in more trouble than he's ever been. Forget the memes, forget the Kendrick beef. This time, it's not about bars, it's about money, contracts, and reputation. Universal Music Group, same label that helped make him one of the biggest artists on the planet. Maybe the one that finally takes him down. What started as a quiet legal disagreement has exploded into a full blown war behind closed doors. And this time, it's looking real bad for the boy. Beginning of the beef. Let's rewind a bit. For years, Drake was the golden child of UMG. Every album, instant hit. Every single, Billboard top 10. Every brand move, straight profit. But by 2023, things started to shift. Drake wasn't the same calm, untouchable superstar. He was snapping online, beefing with Kendrick, Kanye West, Pusha T, even random streamers.
You have to switch this on.
It's on a play, you know, so like,
You have to switch this one. We're real Sixers. We're real Sixers. They're real six side.
Behind the scene, tough, money talks. And what we're hearing is that UMG wasn't happy about how much control Drake wanted, especially after that For All the Dogs rollout turned messy. Apparently, Drake wanted to renegotiate parts of his deal, demanding a bigger cut from streaming and touring. UMG said nah, we own the masters, the rights, the distribution. And that's when the tension started. Now here is where it gets wild. Reports start surfacing about contract dispute between Drake and UMG, executive over royalty mismanagement. Basically, Drake allegedly wanted to pull certain songs of streaming songs UMG still technically owned. That's a massive breach of contracts. It's like trying to delete your ex's picture of their phone. Doesn't work that way. UMG allegedly filed internal complaints, then things escalated fast. Next thing we know, lawyers are involved, and certain leaks about Drake's team hit the blogs. When Kendrick dropped The Hurt Part 6 and Red Button, people thought that this era was done. But then whispers started. Kendrick wasn't just dissing Drake for clout, he was exposing real cracks in Drake's empire. That you signed your soul away for a headline? Yeah, turns out that might have been literal, and fast noticed it. Streams dipped, critics turned, even old collaborators like The Weeknd went radio silent. When your own peers stop defending you, that's not rap beef anymore, that's isolation. The drama gets worse. Then came the media storm. Old Millie Bobby Brown text resurfaced.
I met Drake in an Australian hotel. I was touring and he was touring too, and honestly his managers just came up to my dad and said, Drake loves the show, come to his show tonight. And I was like, are you joking me? Drake? He wants to see me? And I was like, okay, we're going. So I got my outfit prepared, I went there, and he was such a fanboy, and I was such a fangirl. And honestly, we text all the time now. He helps me with everything, just life lessons. And we went to dinner afterwards, and we had dinner the next day, and then we met in Sydney. So we just texted each other the other day, and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more.
What advice does he give you? What does he say?
About boys, he helps me.
What?
Yeah, he's great. He's wonderful, I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
You know, that stays in the text messages.
Combine that with the ongoing label tension, and suddenly, journalists start painting Drake as unreliable, arrogant, and industrial poison. And listen, whether that's fair or not, it works. Public trust fell apart, sponsors stepped back. Even Nike reportedly started revealing his deals. UMG saw all this and said, we can't have a public relation nightmare attached to our biggest artist. Behind the scenes, the label began pulling resources. Less promo, less push, less support. Basically, they started letting Drake drown on his own wave. That is where the story hits the climax. Drake's legal team tried to push back, claiming UMG breached creative agreement first by blocking certain releases. UMG responded with one word: evidence. The label apparently has receipts, email, contract drafts, and internal notes that show Drake's team intentionally ignored legal warnings. That's not just a flex, that's straight set up for court. And if this lawsuit moves forward publicly, we're talking about millions in damages, and maybe even Drake losing partial control of his future catalog. So what's next? Either Drake settles privately with UMG, which means he takes a massive L financially, but keeps things quiet, or this goes public. And if he does, the entire hip hop industry is about to see how labels treat even their top stars when contracts get messy. It's not just about Drake anymore, it's about control, ownership, and how fame can turn into a legal cage. Whether you love Drake or not, you gotta admit, the man changed the game. But sometimes the same empire you built ends up being the one of that crushes you. This may be the end of an era, or the start of Drake's biggest comeback ever. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload.